Good day, I am Sir Leo, and today we are going to discuss about the second process in completing the accounting cycle, which is the posting. So last time we discussed about journalizing, or how to analyze the transaction and put it in the books of original entry, which is the journal. So next a step is to analyze or to transfer the data from the ledger to the journal, which what we call posting, or the process of posting. So, kaya tayo ay posting ang tawag kasi wala namang word na ledgering, ano po. So, posting is the correct terminology that we're going to use in terms of transferring the data from the journal to the ledger. When we say posting, posting is the process of transferring to the ledger the same information recorded in the journal, while the records the transaction in their chronological order. So, in journalizing, we record and analyze the transaction chronologically, or we record the transaction according to the time and dates of its actual happening. In posting, we do the same manner. The ledger organize the information by account. So although it is organized by account, or record the information on its specific account, but we do the recording in chronological order, or the time and date of its actual happening. Using the general journal for the purpose of knowing the balance of an account could be very inconvenient because accounts are not recorded as group in the journal. It means to say, pag gusto mo malaman yung total o current total of a certain account, it's very impossible to know it quickly. Dahil nga ang general journal, it is recorded in general. Ibig sabihin, lahok lahat ng mga account naka-record siya chronologically but not specifically. That is the problem if you want to know the total of a certain account, the total of the inventory on a certain date. It's very impossible for you to be able to know it quickly without computing and without scanning the journal one by one. I have here a sample of a four money column ledger, or what we call the balance column ledger. Actually, marami tayong iba't ibang uri ng ledger. But the one that we're going to use is what we call the four column ledger, or what we call the column ledger. Kasi nga, as you can see, we have the balance column in the last rows and column of this sample. So, first is analyze muna natin ano ba yung part ng general ledger. Tandaan natin kung sinabi natin general ledger, ito ay by account. So, unlike general journal, isinusulat natin ang transaction chronologically. But in ledger, we are going to analyze or we're going to transfer the data from the journal to the ledger. So, isa-isa by account. So, example natin ito is we have the ledger for cash. So, ito yung binudugan ko, ito yung tinatawag natin accounts title. So, we have accounts number. So, ito accounts title at account number, aside from ito yung makikita nyo sa general journal where you are going to record a certain transaction, ito rin po ay makikita natin sa chart of account. So, isa-isa natin yung parts ng general journal. So, we have the date column. Sabi ko kanina, we are going to record pa rin po chronologically in general ledger. We have the remarks column, or kadalasan makikita natin dito a particular din or items. We have the reference column or the folio column for the ledger. Ang inilalagay po dito, or we are going to put here, is not totally the account number. Unlike doon sa general journal, the folio or the reference, ang inilalagay natin dun is yung reference number of a certain account. Dito naman po sa reference or folio ng general ledger, ang inilalagay natin is yung journal page. Kaya makikita ninyo, Journal 1, Journal 1, or Journal 1. Ibig sabihin, yung mga information na nakalagay dito ay galing sa journal page 1 or kadalasan makikita na nyo dito ay hindi J1 kundi GJ or General Journal page 1. We have also the debit column, we have the credit column, and definitely we have what we call the balance column composed of debit and credit balances. So as you can see, in the left side of our presentation, we have the sample of general journal, and in the right side, we have a sample of uh, ledger of a certain account. For example, we have cash, we have merchandise inventory, we have supplies, and we have Shane's capital. Ang arrangement, tandaan din natin, ang arrangement ng ledger ng general ledger is according din po dun sa ating three major element. Nauna muna ang asset, sumunod ang liabilities, and then followed by the capital. Siyempre, una ang fixed asset, followed by current asset, fixed liability, current liability, capital, drawings, income, and then expenses. Same din dito. So, pero dito, for the purpose lang ng ating sample para makita natin, kinap ko yung ibang information. So, pero still naka-arrange pa rin siya according dun sa ating accounting elements. We have asset. Wala tayo ditong sample ng liabilities kasi yun ay binasa ko lang din dito sa sample ng ating general journal. Isa-isa natin. So, kung ito yung tinatawag natin general journal, paano ba yung mga account na ito ay matatransfer dito sa tinatawag natin na general ledger? So let's start. First is, let's analyze the first transaction that we record in our general journal. In March 1, we entry cash 325,000 debit, merchandise inventory 75,000 debit, and Shane's capital total of 400,000 in credit side. So, paano ba natin ito maitatransfer yung data nitong general journal na ito papunta dito sa ating general ledger? So, first, let's transfer the first entry of the cash. So, ito muna. Gamitin natin siya ng medyo highlight natin. So, ito po ang ating itatransfer. Yung data ito ang itatransfer natin papunta. So, we have cash. Kaya pupunta rin tayo doon sa ledger ng ating cash. So, we have date, March 1. So, pwede dito makita nyo is yung complete talaga together with the year and month, pero dito sinortcut ko lang siya, nabigyan ko lang siya ng 1. So, we have capital. So, sa remarks, ang ilalagay ko dito, especially pag manual recording, since we are preparing what we call the statement of cash flow, inilalagay ko dito yung remarks niya kung saan ba ginamit yung cash para ito yung maging code-code natin pag tayo ay nag-prepare ng statement of cash flow para mas madali na. So, the next one is we have J1 or journal page 1. So, ito po yun. So, we have 325,000 pesos. As you can see, siya ay nasa debit side. Kaya ito po yun, 325,000 pesos debit side. Ibig sabihin may pumasok na 325,000 pesos sa negosyo noong March 1. Kaya ang kanyang balances ay we have 325,000 pesos in debit side. Ano po? So, next is, raise muna natin. Next natin i-analyze is, syempre, after natin ng cash, we have merchandise inventory. So, ito naman yung ating itatransfer papunta dito sa side na ito. So, ito yung ating column ng merchandise inventory. We have March 1, the date. Ang remarks, hindi ko na siya nilagyan. Ano po? So, Pwedeng meron, pwedeng wala. So we have General Journal 1 kasi siya ay galing sa page 1. We have debit balance, we have debit amount of 75,000. So ito yon. So kaya ang kanyang balances is nasa debit din. We have 75,000 pesos. So next is Shane's Capital. So dito sa Shane's Capital, kung mapapansin nyo, siya ay naka-indent. So ibig sabihin na sa credit siya. Again, siya ay noong March 1, rather. Page 1, journal. Nasaan siya? Siya ay nasa credit side. Kaya ilalagay din natin siya sa credit side, 400,000 pesos. So ang kanyang balance po ay worth 400,000 pesos. So, i-delete muna natin. Next is we have office supplies. So, March 1, ito yung ating supplies. March 1, J1, because it is coming from the page 1. Written on page 1, we have debit balances of 12,000. Then we move it to the debit balance of 12,000 pesos. So last we have entry to the entry cash on credit side worth 12,000 pesos. So March 1, saan ginamit yung cash? We have supplies. Siya ay page 1 ng journal 1. And then, ang ating 12,000 ay nasa credit side. So, sa credit din natin siya ilalagay. So, paano po makompute? We have 325,000 pesos subtracted by 12,000. We have 313,000 pesos. Siya po din po ay nasa debit, wala sa credit. So, bakit natin i-analyze? It means to say na noong bago matapos ang araw ng March 1, ang hawak natin pera on hand is worth 313,000 pesos. Nabawasan ito ng 12,000 galing sa supplies. Ngayon, nagtataka, sir, paano po namin malalaman kung ang isang account po ay dapat ba nasa debit or credit ang kanyang balances? Kung siya po ba ay nasa credit side o nasa debit side? Marami po tayong way para hindi kayo malito. The first one is tinuturo ko kung ang negosyo ay bagong bukas lang naman, ang transaction na ina-analyze nyo ay bagong bukas, kung saan yung first entry niya, yun po ang kanyang balance. So, ibig sabihin kung ito for example cash, ang first entry nasa debit, so ang kanyang balance din ay dapat nasa debit. Say for example, ang Shane's Capital nasa credit, so sa credit nyo din siya ilalagay. Or, kung tandaan nyo yung rules ng debit at credit, yung normal balances ng bawat account, mas madali nyo siyang malalaman. Say for example, di ba, lahat ng asset accounts, ang normal balances niya ay debit. Ang liability and capital, ang kanyang together with income, ang kanyang normal balances ay credit. So, magkakasama naman ang drawings at ang expenses. Ang normal balance naman niya ay ang debit. So, kung alam niyo yung rules na ito, mas madali siyang tandaan at alam niyo kung saan siya ilalagay. Kung siya ay nasa debit o nasa credit ang balance. Thank you class for your listening and for your cooperation. Hope to see you once again, although hindi tayo nakikita personally. Nakikinig nyo lang yung boses ko pero hindi nyo nakikita ako. Ang our third video po in lesson of accounting cycle ay yung process of preparing trial balance. Stay tuned and always stay safe. God bless you.